Good morning again, guys. It's about 9:45 here on Thursday morning. So apparently, my video this morning didn't get watched all the way through by a lot of people. Some yes, some no. Because my email is blowing up and the comment section is blowing up about people saying, oh my God, Hillary is president. And if you watch the entire video, you will see why I completely debunked everything that the mainstream media is saying. If you go watch the second half, I explain to you exactly how procedure and law is written in the Senate that will prevent everybody's worst nightmare from happening. So, I ask you, please, before you make the nasty comments, the rude comments, the questionable comments, let's use that term, please watch the whole video and get the whole answer. Now, where some of you say, oh, Lindsey Graham or Chuck Grassley or Ben Sass or something like that, yeah, I agree with you, okay? Could they flip? Sure. I highly doubt it, but watch the whole video so you have the whole truth, because that's the one thing I was trying to get the point across to everybody is know the whole truth, not just the side of the story that the media is trying to present to everybody. But that goes into more of what's going on and more of my email blowing up this morning about some of these other things that are going on. Apparently, it's making the run all over the news, or all over YouTube at least, that, oh my God, the ATF is going to come out and start confiscating our weapons. No, that's not true, okay? And I'm going to show you the email that the ATF sent out right here, all right? And if you look at the third paragraph, it says, as discussed, please be prepared to take possession of any documents and FRTs. FRT is the trigger mechanism that legally has not been proven to make a semi-automatic weapon a fully automatic weapon, but the ATF is not exactly, doesn't care about the law right now, okay? And the FRTs, the manufacturer, distributor, and retailer offers to the surrender. The manufacturer, distributor may choose to abandon the items, in which case ask them to complete a consent to forfeiture property and waiver of notice form, basically. If the manufacturer refuses to abandon the items, then take custody of the items and seize them for forfeiture so that they can be properly noticed. Now, note what this says. This does not say anything, zero, not one iota of ATF agents coming to your door, guns drawn, to say, give me your weapons. No, it does not. It says specifically in there to go to the manufacturer, the distributor, or the retailer who is selling these trigger mechanisms that operate like the bump stock deal we had, and potentially seize those from the manufacturer, the distributor, or the retailer, not from the Joe Average sitting in his living room, okay? Could that come in the future? Sure. You know this is going to be challenged all over the place, okay? But, again, please, guys, get all the details before listening to all the Chicken Littles out there. The sky is not falling, all right? These trigger mechanisms have not even, in no court anywhere, have they been deemed illegal, okay? So, will they try? Yes. Have they tried? Yes. Have they succeeded? No, okay? Will Congress make a law? Could be, all right? That would change things. So, again, please pay attention to the whole story, not just the first half. So then we go to the next one. that has been blowing up my email. Did you see the stories that Wisconsin has ruled that there is was it 20 electoral votes or however many the hell they had, or I'm sorry, 10 electoral votes. They were going to withdraw their 10 electoral votes. No, there's no truth to this either, okay? Jim Steineke, who is the House Majority Leader in the state of Wisconsin, put out a tweet last night. You can read this. It says, disinformation spreads quickly. Here's what happened in the assembly tonight. Ramthan, who's one of the other state congressmen, introduced a resolution with zero support, no co-sponsors. Because it was a privileged resolution, it has to be referred to the committee. It was referred to rules. There was no vote on it. This didn't pass anywhere. This is all this crazy Q crap that I over and over and over say, ignore. But again, this has got to make all sorts of videos to freak people out or go, yeah, you know what? No, it's not true. Okay? So please get the full stories. People ask me, why didn't you report on it? Well, it ain't true. That's why. Okay? And I find it kind of silly that I've got to go do these videos to tell you guys the stuff that's not true, because there's so many people out there doing what I do that are trying to scare the crap out of people with some of these, or just flat out peddling lies. For years, we have all bitched about fake news. CNN, fake news. MSNBC, fake news. The problem is, when we start doing, when the right, if you will, the conservatives, start doing the same thing that they're doing, we're no better, okay? Please, please, please check your sources before believing some of this stuff, okay? Because a lot of times, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. So then you get into the trucker convoy, and everybody's been asking me to comment on this, and I've talked about it on a couple of the live streams and things like that. I'm in total support of this trucker convoy. It is, as they are putting it, peaceful, non-confrontational. The organizers have said no violence whatsoever. They are all going to Ottawa, and they expect to be there on Saturday. Now, like I told you guys in one before, Trudeau is worried, very worried about this, and he's trying to jawbone this down. His quote, what did he put out? The small fringe of minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa who are holding unacceptable views that they are expressing do not represent the views of Canadians. Now I'm going to give you this. Small fringe minority would not be 50,000 plus truckers, would not be tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people cheering the truckers on highway overpasses, on the sides of roads, offering up their homes for these guys to get a good night's sleep, for them to take a shower somewhere, whatever would be. This also would not be the fact that they've raised over $6 million so far to help these truckers pay for gas, pay for food, besides the food that they're setting up in truck stops or whatever as like buffet lines for these guys to come and grab something to eat, okay? So all the non-cash donations that people are doing as well. There are countless stories out there of people that are standing at truck stops, credit card in hand, as the truckers are going to fill up the truck and say, because obviously some of them are driving cross country, and the people are going, I got this one. And they'll put their own credit card in the machine and the truck will fill up. Okay, so there's a lot of that going on. Now we hear all the stories about, that that GoFundMe has blocked the money. Of course, okay. I still find it absolutely idiotic that they use GoFundMe as their way to raise money. Why would you use a uber liberal source to raise money for a conservative cause. You know what's going to happen. So that happened. However, you're going to get into the situations where the organizers are already in contact with GoFundMe saying, this is how the money's going to be distributed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. As the organizers put out on their Facebook page yesterday for this convoy. Hey, freedom fighters, we know there's much talk going on about the GoFundMe, but rest assured, if it had been frozen, then y'all wouldn't be able to show the love and donate, okay? And they are picking up about $1 million a day in donations, okay? There's some 70,000 some odd donations so far that have come up with $6 million plus dollars. So if you think of 70,000 some odd donations, I'm going to guess those are probably mostly all from individual people. It could be somebody that donated twice or whatever. And then add 50,000 truckers, and then add however many people are standing on the side of the road, and however many people are offering houses, and however many people are bringing food, and however many people are paying for fuel stops and stuff. This is not a fringe minority, okay? Remember, at the beginning of the week, CBC, the Canadian Broadcast Company, was saying that this protest was all about truckers protesting icy roads. So the fake news, the misdirection, the stuff that you're seeing is not the whole story. And I implore everybody, please, like my video this morning, watch the full video. You guys know how I operate, okay? I haven't changed anywhere. I will give you all the details, and I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm certainly not going to give you a video saying, woohoo, look, Hillary's going to be the next president. I think you know me better than that by now. But regarding these ATF stories, regarding the Wisconsin story, regarding the Canada story, guys, please, please, please double check the information, get all the information before jumping to conclusions. That's all I can ask, okay? But, if you thought this morning on the video, like a lot of people seem to, I'd say probably a third of the comments in there were, oh my God, that's the worst news I've heard forever. And the only thing I could say is that the only way it's the worst news is if you're going, I want Hillary to be the president, because it just tells me that you didn't stick around till the end. So, yes, I'm still watching what's going on in Ukraine, and it seems like we have more. Biden's coalition is falling apart. I mean, Germany's now saying, Germany sent 5,000 helmets. That was, and Ukraine laughed about it. It's like, you're not going to send us weapons? Germany's not. I mean, I've talked about this, they don't want war over there. Neither side does. The only ones who want war are Biden and Boris Johnson. So, deflect, deflect, deflect. I'll keep paying attention. If anything comes out, I will certainly let you know. But I kind of needed to tell you guys this because there's a lot of bad information that's out there, and you got to sift through it. So I'll try to do the best. If it's worthwhile, guys, you know damn well I'm going to tell you. See you later. Pinball out.